So, Hogwarts Legacy just came out, and this was a game that had every Harry Potter fan hyped. People have been waiting for this game to come out for like 3 years at this point. Delays after delays, and it's finally released. We will not be playing this game today, however. Why? Truth be told, I don't know a thing about Harry Potter, and the Gryffindors, and the Voldemorts, and something about someone being immortal, so I'm going to give myself the start that I need and play the first ever Harry Potter game ever released. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the PlayStation 1. Will this game get me into the Harry Potter franchise, or will it be a steaming pile of trash that fails to represent the series? Let's find out. So like I said before, I know absolutely nothing about the Harry Potter series, so when I ask this question, I ask this in earnest. Is Harry Potter's story really this insane? I'm going to try to break down the story of this game the best I can. So the story begins in this storybook fashion. It shows a giant named Hagrid riding a motorcycle to deliver a baby to the Dursleys' doorstep. The Dursleys take him in and decide to treat him like crap for some reason. Then one day, when he was 11 years old, he got sent an invite to go to Hogwarts. After meeting back up with Hagrid to get some school supplies, he rode the train, sat under the Sorting Hat, who really wanted him to be in Slytherin but gave him Gryffindor after some resistance, and from here, the game begins. Right away, Dumbledore greets you and tells you not to go to the 3rd floor unless you want to die. After exploring the corridors a bit, you get bombarded by Ron Weasley, who tells you that Draco Malfoy, a member of Slytherin, stole your owl and trapped it in the library. Harry runs in after Hedwig and, along the way, meets 2 friendly faces, Nearly Headless Nick and Neville Longbottom. While you're down here, you learn your first spell, Flipendo. After you free Hedwig, Harry and Neville return to Ron. Neville talks about wanting to find his missing toad, and like the true heroes they are, Harry and Ron leave immediately. Harry goes to learn how to fly on a broomstick. We then go to Charms class to learn Wingardium Leviosa. After Charms class, you get a note from Hagrid asking you to meet him outside of castle grounds. When you go to leave, however, he is confronted by Draco, who decides to try and kill you. You beat him up, and then you're off to meet Hagrid. Hagrid reminds you that you need to go to your herbology class first, and tells you to meet him in his hut. Going to herbology teaches Harry how to do Incendium. After learning that annoying-ass spell, you get whisked away to learn how to be a Seeker in Quidditch. Finally, you get to go to Hagrid's place to see what he wants. He asks you to get some fire seeds for something he wants to show you, so after going through literal lava canyons, Harry returns and Hagrid finally shows him what he wanted to show him. He wanted the fire seeds to be able to hatch a baby dragon, which he goes to name Norbert. I'm sure this won't have any consequences. Hagrid gives Harry a book as thanks as Harry leaves his home. Ron meets up with you in the forest and tells you to follow him. He then shows you the giant Quidditch stadium at Hogwarts, which first years are usually not allowed to play in. Neville walks up to you in distress, saying that Draco stole his Remember-All, so naturally, you do the Harry Potter equivalent of a car chase and beat it out of him. The teachers were so impressed that you just beat up a fellow student while flying on a broomstick that they allow you to play Seeker in the actual Quidditch match between houses. After winning the game for Gryffindor, everyone congratulates you, except for Professor Snape, the potions teacher. He takes the book Hagrid just gave you away and tells you that once his sloth brain is found, they can start their class. After going deeper into the woods, you find the sloth brain and then return to Hogwarts. Going down to the dungeon, because that's where you do class, I guess, you return the sloth brain to Snape, who then accuses you of potentially stealing it. Awesome. After learning how to mix potions, he sends you to the next room to get some fireflies. A mysterious figure then attacks you and transports you deeper in the dungeon, where there are a bunch of trolls and monsters just walking around. After massacring them, Harry returns to the fireflies' room and brings them to Snape, who congratulates you on your hasty return? Honestly, the voice acting doesn't make it clear whether or not he's being sarcastic or not. We then rush to our Defense Against Dark Arts class and learn Verdimillious. Testing our new spell, we must now get out of the dungeon. We meet back up with nearly headless Nick and find out that there is a curse put on the exit door. Along the way, we meet this thing, and he makes fun of us and leaves. I don't like him. We eliminate the curse, and then we leave, but not before we're told to go do our next class. We rush up onto the upper castle to take our transfiguration class. We get a parcel from Hedwig and then immediately get it stolen by that happy mask salesman looking hellspawn of a ghost. You must chase him through the attic to get it back. Equipped with your new invisibility cloak, you can now sneak through the library's walls to see what Snape and Mr. Filch are talking about. They are definitely hiding something, but there's no more about that. We keep sneaking around and we find a mirror called the Mirror of Erised. Harry sees his parents through the mirror and then Dumbledore appears being like what you see, Sonny? Next time you see it, you'll be ready. Ah, just the right amount of context. We leave the room and we are told by Ron that there is a giant troll rampaging through Hogwarts and is heading towards Hermione in the girls' bathroom. What? So we run away from the troll and kill him in the girls' bathroom. Hermione thanks us and then we leave. That was nuts, but who cares? Quidditch time! We win! This game seems a bit easy to win. No time to celebrate victory, though. Norbert is sick, and we must go to Diagon Alley. Ah, Diagon Alley. Or as I like to call it, Hell! Hagrid gives up on being helpful and decides we could do all the work, and instead goes to drink some butterbeers at the tavern. By the way, I have had the real-life version of butterbeers. They're freaking delicious. So Harry must go to the Gringotts, a goblin bank with overly slippery floors, and gets the 3 types of currency to be able to buy what he needs. Knots, sickles, and galleons. Because why not make the economy overly complicated? You can't just walk into the bank and get your money. No. You must do a roller coaster ride and do well enough to grab as many coins and gems as possible. This is literally the worst part of the game. I nearly pulled my hair out at how frustrating this was. I mean, look at this! You also can't exit until you succeed either. Once you finally get your money, you must go into the shops and buy your peacock feathers, owl feathers, and toad warts. Wait, did I say just buy them? Nah, this is the Harry Potter world. Obviously that means that you are paying for the shopkeep to allow you to grab the product yourself by literally plucking them from their animal. The peacock in particular can go die with this nonsense. Finally, when we get everything we need, we head back to Hagrid's place and heal Norbert. Oh no, consequences! Draco told McGonagall that we were taking care of a dragon. So he sent Hagrid, Harry, Ron, and Hermione to the Forbidden Forest to find out why unicorns keep disappearing as punishment. There are unicorns now? Going through the Forbidden Forest and poking multiple fire turtles' buttholes, we find a cloaked figure literally eating unicorns. Okay. We start to collapse at the sight of this, and we get whisked away by every romance novel reading middle-aged mother's dream man. I can just see Fabio's face on this thing. Jesus. Everyone comes to the conclusion that this must be the work of He Who Shall Not Be Named. No, Lord Voldemort. Hagrid teaches us a song that puts animals to sleep so that we can go to the top of Hogwarts Castle to get the Sorcerer's Stone back. What the fuck? Now we're mentioning the Sorcerer's Stone? It's the title of the game! The first obstacle is that we have to stop Fluffy, a giant Cerberus. Nighty-night. Dropping down the trapdoor Fluffy was guarding, we now find a giant tentacle plant monster, the Devil's Snare. Then we must catch a flying key while other flying keys are trying to kill you. What is happening? Then we get to play a relaxing game of chess. Oh god! Then we gotta lead a sleepwalking troll to a hole in the ground so he doesn't wake up and kill us. Shit! Now we get to play cups and balls with a suit of armor to win ice resistance for 2 seconds. You gotta love PS1 games and their 2-second power-ups. You are now led to a room where a hooded figure starts making suits of armor come to life to try and kill us, but we're too powerful! After the giant suit of armor is defeated, it is revealed that the hooded figure was Professor Quirrell the whole time. He runs into the final room of the game where it is revealed that he is a servant to Voldemort and Voldemort's face is On the back of his head? What the why? We defeat Professor Quirrell with the help of the Mirror of Erised, Gryffindor gets 60 points, making them win the House Cup for that year, and we all have a big party. Yippee! Jesus Christ, that was a lot. I have no idea what happens in the movie and what was made up for the game, what was left out of the game, what was different from the movie, nothing. Honestly, it feels like stuff in this game just happens. Sure, going to class makes sense to learn spells, but at one point there's gargoyles, dragons, unicorns, goblin banks, magic mirrors, pervert trolls, suits of armor. It just feels like so much. Because there is so much going on in the story, it's hard to get the feeling of getting one uniform plot out of this game. I can literally sum the story up in this game by saying Harry takes class, does some random things, and then fights a mean teacher with a conjoined twin at the end. Also, the game is called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but I think they mentioned the Sorcerer's Stone in one line in the whole game. I don't even know what it is. I know this is going to be a kind of a dumb statement to say because, like, duh, but the game seems to be reliant on the fact that you saw the movie first, so it assumes that you just want to see some story beats rather than properly giving context for things. For one thing, in your first interaction with Ron, he says, "Remember me, Harry? It's Ron Weasley." No, theoretically I don't remember you, because you were never shown in the intro cutscene. I know that they met on the train because I know just about that much from the movie, but if I didn't know that, I would have no context on how Harry, Ron, Hermione, or even Neville met. It's just kinda a confusing mess. Now, what's the completion requirement? This game has a few completion requirements. Firstly, you must collect enough every flavor jelly beans to give to the Weasley twins to unlock the optional upgrades you can get for Harry. Earwax flavor for Gryffindor, blue flavor for the forest, green flavor for the dungeon, and chili powder flavor for Upper Hogwarts. There are also trading cards that give descriptions for historical wizards in the Harry Potter world. When I beat this game, I had 2 out of 17 of them, and you can't go back into your save file once you beat the game. I was very confused. After looking it up, I found out there are secret areas behind bookshelves and walls in the game that you can go through if you try to go through them like normal doors. There is no prompt, there is no hint that this exists, nothing. This is the worst type of secret. How the hell am I supposed to know these rocks move, and you don't even give me the chance once I beat the game to go exploring? This is a game that is actively mean to completionists. Not only that, but 3 of the trading cards are unlocked by doing this perfectly for all 3 vaults. Nope, 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 nope. I'll be satisfied with my noble 93%, thank you very much. The only thing that you get as a completion bonus is an extra 18th card showing Harry Potter himself, and one last Quidditch match against Slytherin. Not worth starting the whole game over again, and definitely not worth the insanity this'll give me. Honestly, this game wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. There is a huge stigma towards games that are based around movies. Usually they are seen as low effort, badly programmed messes, but this one was actually legitimately fun to play through. There may be some frustrating sections and the controls can be a little weird, but I honestly chalk that up to PS1 jank more so than any actual problems with the game. Just don't try to complete the game and you should definitely enjoy it. For $8 on Mercari, I'd say I got my money's worth. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the PS1, I can say, has gotten me at least a little interested to look into the Harry Potter franchise. I'll at least watch the first movie, if not only to see what the game got accurate and what the game made up. With all of that in mind, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone gets an overall grade of a B+. Thank you everybody so much for joining me on my first look into the Harry Potter series as a whole. I tried something a little different with the format of this review as opposed to what I've been doing with the Kirby retrospective, so if you like this method, please let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell as well. Next week, I'll be explaining the living nightmare that is completing Sonic games 100%. But if you don't want to wait, become a channel member to see the video right now. Links to our Twitter, Discord server, and merch store are in the description below. I'm Bottles, and I bid you, my well-esteemed guests, adieu!